Hello, and welcome to the 'Cause It's Monday podcast number 12.
Yes, 12.
On a Monday.
On an actual Monday.
Motherfucker.
That's right.
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Just shining.
That's right. We
Fine
have a
morning.
new element today. Hopefully it'll,
Yeah,
enhance our podcast.
We're trying out some video.
That's right.
You know.
The cameras, they say it adds 10 pounds.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks like 20 or 30 on mine.
20 or 30?
20 or 30.
Give me give or take.
I mean, I do like the soft focus, though.
Yeah.
Takes all my blemishes out.
Yeah, we rubbed some Vaseline on our webcams.
We did.
So, old podcast, old video trick.
That's right.
Just get a little soft focus.
It
without
is a
the
little
focus.
soft focus. I like it.
Anyway.
Hopefully it'll come through so you can see our mugs.
That's right. So what's going on this morning?
I mean, all sorts of things, everything, nothing,
All of it.
all of it.
You were telling me about a shooting?
Shooting in
Orlando?
Orlando,
Yeah.
7 people dead. Downtown Orlando or on Orange Avenue and Wall Street, right there in downtown.
Orange Ave.
Yeah, and Wall Street. I mean, there is a
Where
Wall Street. in
all the
Orlando.
hookers walk.
All of them. Well, it's a little off the beaten path of OBT, so they kind of have to walk a little bit to get there. But, so the police chief is looking for anybody that has a video cell phone camera.
Right. Help us tell on everybody. Right.
Right. At least to identify the shooter because they don't even know who it is. He or she, them, they, zim, zer, was started to shoot inside of a crowd on the street. And all you could hear from the cell phone audio is the pops and people screaming.
Wow.
And they actually played it on the radio, which is kind of, But
Wait. Isn't Orange Avenue and isn't that where all like the downtown bars are?
like the Wahlburgers and all the restaurants, and it's right off of it's one street over from 55 West,
Right.
right off the So
Right.
you get off on Church Street,
Right.
You just go to Church Street, Orange Avenue,
Right.
and Wall Street is right there.
Right.
There's the Hilton and all sorts of downtown.
Is that by that schwanky place we used to
Schwenky?
where they built? Remember we're previous company.
Previously, yes.
You used to back down that alley all the way down the alley, and
I never went there.
no.
Nope, I never had the pleasure of going there.
Let me see. You got off. I can't remember the exact streets. But man, you had to back in off the street. They had to block traffic so you could back
I'm assuming it's in that
350
area.
yards down in between.
But this is they say it's like literally in the downtown area. Yeah.
Well, this was on the what would be the south side of I-4, where we had to go.
Yes, it would be on the same side.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's roundish there.
It is. It
Wow.
is. So
Hey,
another
listen.
shooting. Like I said, we don't have any
and
details.
people wonder why I carry.
Yeah. So this just literally happened last night. I forget what time.
Now here's the deal: you're not supposed to be carrying in bars, though. So
No,
either this guy was illegally carrying a firearm
I mean,
and getting drunk, or listen, you can carry it into a place that serves alcohol. You just can't drink.
right.
So-
So he did the trifecta out in the open. You know what I'm saying? Maybe
Why do we have to make it so hard for people to be?
I don't know.
I mean,
it's-
listen, dude, y'all motherfuckers gonna fuck around, and we're gonna end up like Australia where we can't own guns.
That's right.
Now you can own guns in Australia, but they have to be locked in a government
Right.
facility, and then when you want to go shoot them, you show up
That's right.
and grab your gun and go shoot, and then put it back in the box.
Well, didn't they do the program where, I did it, you did it. The program where they took away all the shotguns? Remember that?
no,
Back in the day?
you mean the assault weapons ban?
Yeah, well, yeah, but
Yeah, they're trying to do that again.
a few years ago where they just went around and said, hey, we're gonna take that.
Yeah, in the 90s, the Clintons did the assault weapons ban, and they're trying to do that again. They have it. They have a bill in the House.
I don't like it.
Yeah, that will make it illegal to sell them and own them and possess them. But if you already have them, you're grandfathered in, so that's fine.
That's in Australia. When they talk like this, they go up at the end of the sentence. Say it,
Well, like the native, what's his name?
Jim Jeffries?
Jim Jeffries. He don't like guns at all.
No.
You know.
He doesn't want to infringe on the rights. He just doesn't like the guns.
Right.
He doesn't want to, I mean, you can't sneak that anymore because that's right on camera, buddy. See what you did there.
Listen,
I literally see what you did there.
I did that. You like that? That's called branding.
They say, different song.
No. Listen,
So-
let's not conjure the devil for him. Well, actually, let's do.
let's
Fuck
do
it.
that.
Fuck it.
Brandy.
Brandy.
There it is. That's right.
That's for a friend who probably doesn't even listen anymore.
At this point, she probably looks like Beetlejuice. So, if you see Beetlejuice walking around,
There is no mountain he will not climb.
I mean, there ain't no mountain high enough.
That's
for
right.
him.
That's right.
So, how was your weekend, sir?
Good, man. We spent most of the way my dispatcher dispatched me this weekend was perfect because Saturday got up feeling refreshed nice and early and got to spend some day.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
That's right.
I'll thank him when I see him later. And
I mean, he could have gotten a Fort Drum and then had to go to that place we all hate.
yeah, how did that end up?
Oh,
I never
buddy,
got a call
if
back from you.
I'm going to show the Omni tracks
Okay.
of his driving, and it's very funny
Is it?
because he went to the wrong place, bobtail, and then he had to go be driving all over the place, which is not really all over the place. It's from one end to the other,
Right.
the 355,
Right.
the 335. Location. And he calls me, wait, man, like I showed up to the wrong place, man, and I arrived myself, man, and then there's nobody here, man.
Well, listen, there's hardly anybody there ever.
Right.
Is
But
the
then
thing.
the yard jockey came out of nowhere and said, "Como estás?" and shit. And said, "You're in the wrong place. Your trailer's not
speaks
here.
Spanish, right.
You got to go to the other place." He's
Right.
like, "Oh man." So he was.
So he was supposed to go to 335 or
Yeah, he went to 328. They had nothing.
Wow.
He said, "Bobtail over
Wow.
to 355." And he went to 335. They went, "Hey, what's going on here?"
wow.
And then he couldn't find 335. So I was on the phone with him, giving him turn by turn directions. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like actual landmarks. And he's like, "There's a what? A raceway, man?" "No, racetrack. Right after the racetrack, you make a left, and then you're going to go around a roundabout." And he's like, "A roundabout, man?" "Yeah, that's right." That's right. And you're going to see a big sign that says our company logo on the side of the building.
Hey, you know what I did notice though,
What's that?
talking to this special lady friend's son
Sure.
the other day, and his girlfriend. Young people don't know how to go through roundabouts.
He's not young. He's in his mid-50s.
It's a her, though.
Right.
Yeah, she could. He was telling me a
Well,
story
that
about
I understand because from where she lives to here, there's not any room to boots.
Well, I looked right at him. I say it's an English invention. Don't worry about it.
It is. Some places it's kind of nice. It makes it nice and easy. Some places, like the villages, it makes it to where enter at your own risk.
Right.
Because you have drunken people with, sexually transmitted, not diseases anymore. What do they call it? Infections.
Yeah,
That's
infections
what
because they're
STIs.
infections, not diseases.
Yeah. And then they're driving on their golf carts and they think they have the right of way. So, like I said, rude to boots are usually pretty good, just
Listen,
not in certain places.
Remember we used to drive with that other company, and we would have to go to, was it down 33?
Yeah,
Your least
worst.
favorite road, and it had a roundabout in it.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I mean, in the middle of the woods, people. In the
just
middle
a
of the
roundabout
woods.
where honestly, the intersection wouldn't have been that bad just to put a
No.
light. But
Yeah, or a four-way stop.
Yeah.
Or a two-way stop, really, because, both roads weren't that busy.
Listen, I'm not an engineer. I don't claim
But
to
they
be
put in
one.
a roundabout.
You know,
Directly in the middle, by the
right.
way.
That's
So
right.
you couldn't get up any speed
No.
and make any time before you hit that roundabout.
That's right.
And then, they tossed every Dick and Harry in there.
I mean, Tom too.
Well, Tom, it's only on Tuesday. So,
So yeah, good. So you had a good weekend, easy weekend.
so he's done training.
He is the new guy's done training, folks.
Good. That means you get more time off.
That's right.
Lucky you.
That's right. Set your front facing cameras. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I will say this: he is one of the safest drivers I have met and had the pleasure of driving with in very many years.
Well, that's because he's used to hauling millions of dollars of wild wild horses.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But
And the Mexicans
he's
in the
a
back.
little too. For what we do, you have to be aggressive, be a little bit,
Right.
and he's not. So he comes from the school of driving with the cruise control, and with the adaptive cruise now, it slows you down.
Oh, he learned how to drive from Peepaw.
Right.
Right.
So
Feet on the
but
dash.
I think I heard the front bib-leap twice.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's that. He anticipates.
Yeah, that's not aggressive enough.
No. It gets to the point where you're looking over and you're like, we're doing 62 now. And time is of the essence.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think we lost about 45 minutes throughout the night.
Well, hey, listen, man. I mean, he'll speed up once he gets used to it.
And I think I was making him a little nervous just by
Yeah.
me
Yeah.
standing outside and
Ooh,
kind of directing him.
Did you do my suggestion and bring a checklist? I mean, it doesn't say anything, just a bunch of check marks with some
I
scribbles.
forgot my clipboard. Yeah.
just as he fucks. Just
Am I doing all right, man? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah,
Doing
sure.
good? That's right.
you know,
Listen, it's all part of
new and interesting times.
That's right. That's right.
You know, tonight I get to fill in for somebody else that I filled in before. So I'm running on a Monday when I'm not supposed to be. But
he has to have the day off for some whatever reason.
well, yeah, but you have the day off.
Yeah, but this is the thing. This has been 4 times now.
Yeah, yeah, and it's
That's a lot.
it's a lot. Yeah,
It's a lot.
I gotta be conscious of my laptop because I keep moving it and touching it like I always do. You know, which moves me in and out of focus. Daniel, focus.
You're in pretty good focus right now.
Am I?
Oh yeah.
In and out and in and out.
I mean, Mama's got a squeeze box. And
Yeah,
goes to sleep at night.
That's right. That's right.
So it is
no,
Monday. It is going to be 97 degrees.
Yeah, that's right.
Traffic is light right now.
Yeah. I mean, normally we do some show prep, but we were screwing around with this damn shit,
Yeah.
this video this morning for probably an hour.
Yeah, but some of our best shows are no show prep.
Yeah.
Half in the bag tired.
That's right.
3 cups of coffee's in.
Yeah. I'm
You
on
know.
my third. So I'm getting there.
You know.
I haven't had a 5-hour energy yet. Maybe I should get up and get one of those.
Oh my God, you ain't gonna sleep.
A zing a zang. A zing a zang.
I mean,
Well, I don't sleep anyway.
I mean,
I mean, if you can't tell by my face.
that's right. That's a meme, right? I should have screenshot it. That's a meme right there. That's the Kermit meme.
Well,
I don't give a fuck.
that's right.
That ain't my problem.
I haven't even really seen a lot of dank memes lately. That's
No,
'cause
well, the dank meme generator is busy with other things.
That's right.
Usually, that's our dank meme generator.
Right. Well, now there's a tap on his computer, so you can't look up dank memes all day.
If you look at the reflection of the camera through the door, you can see everything what he does on the computer screen, according to some sources. Some sources say.
I mean, all on accident.
Yeah, I mean, especially when you're texting with a friend and you put your phone on the computer screen so you can see your text messages coming through.
Right.
Soaking the boss. And then, talk shit about the boss in front of the boss. That's,
Right. I mean, it's kind of next to the boss, really.
It should have a, parents in the immediate area, please,
Right.
button.
So, anyway.
We digress.
That's right. So, anyway. So, shooting in Orlando.
Right.
Listen, it was fucking hot this weekend.
Yeah, it was a heat index of 104, they said, yesterday.
Dude.
I mean, I wouldn't know because I didn't go outside.
I was fixing lawn equipment this weekend.
what I'm saying?
Tractor, weed eaters, all over. Well, I'm going to tell you something, man. I'm proud of my purchase. I'm going to tell you. This fucking weed eater, dude. It's Echo 225.
Right.
I bought that sumbitch 14 years ago.
And it's still going.
I just had to replace the pull cord for the first time.
Right.
So I figured while I was at it and I had it apart, might as well change the bubble that you pump to fill the carb and the fuel lines.
Ooh.
And I did all that, filled it up with fuel, filled up the bubble, pulled that fucking thing, one fucking pull every goddamn time it starts.
Nice.
Every time. So buy an Echo, people. That's what I'm saying.
I would, but I don't mow my own lawn.
We got to work on that.
No.
Yeah, we'll get you the little roly with the three. Yeah, the three bladed.
It's
You could put on your John Hamm outfit. Go out and mow your grass. 1950 fighter glasses, bouffant hair, perfectly trimmed beard, or no beard. John Hamm never had a beard.
No, but I would wear some polyester shorts, maybe a long sleeve shirt,
Look like a bowling shirt,
and some white socks up to my knees.
Wow, New Balance.
Sure,
White New Balance.
I mean, you got to have the white New Balance to do yard work. That's right. It's a must.
White or black, but
I would just get white, so it would show that I'm doing work with the grass stains.
Special lady friend like to stab me though, because I was out there, and I got it running, and I did the weeding. I didn't do what I mowed. Right. I come back in, and I'm helping her do stuff around the house, this and that, for about an hour or two, and then we decide to sit down and watch something, a movie or something. I sit down on the couch, and I guess I still had some grass on my lower legs. She'd already cleaned the couch and vacuumed the house and go take a fucking shower now. Oh, okay. Right in the shower I went. Yes, ma'am. She better
There's fucking grass clippings all over my carpet.
That's right. And I could hear while I was in the shower the vacuum running again. I'm like, oh, damn. I just caused more work after more work.
What you should have done was hose yourself off outside. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, then my shoes get wet.
You take off your shoes, man.
Nah.
You have a fucking slab out there of concrete that you can take off your shoes, let your tootsies fly.
That's right.
And, wash yourself down with the garden hose.
Well, maybe.
Or do like some of the old people used to do when you used to have a little kiddie pool.
Right.
They put a little bucket of water so you could dip your feet in there, take the grass off your feet while you go into the pool. Yeah.
No, I'm not doing that. Although the special lady friend does do that for the kids when they go into the pool.
That's right.
You got to put your feet in here and then get in the pool.
Right.
And they just think that's a place to soak their toys. So then they put them in the pool, and there's grass in the pool anyway.
That's right.
So
that's correct.
I need to get some mulching blades or something, so there's less.
But at least your lawn is mowed.
It is.
You're ready to go.
Yeah, ready to go. Ready to tackle the week. Ready to have work 4 days, get paid for 6.
I mean, you're going to the land of the flautas.
Dude, I love Miami.
I don't.
I do.
Especially,
dude, when you're leaving and you come up and you're coming up to that corner and you look off in the distance, the sun's rising and the skyline of the Miami downtown.
That's great.
Yeah.
Right. Until you've been there several times and you're in literal gridlock traffic and it takes you a very long time. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, it only takes a long time till you get to Seminole Hard Rock. And then you're right.
Sure. For this particular job, yes.
I like the city of Miami because...
You and your sister.
Listen, we grew up there.
I want to go back there.
Well, yeah. I want a high-rise apartment that overlooks Biscayne Bay. Shit, yeah. Nice cigarette boat.
Listen, cocaine cowboy. What I'm saying is... I can see you.
Yeah.
On the fucking bay. Yeah, look at me.
Yeah.
No.
That's what I want. That's perfect retirement. And the special lady friend wants a house in the mountains somewhere, so we'll get a house in the mountains
I prefer the mountains.
When it's cold. Yeah. We'll come down to Miami.
Year round, really.
Yeah, we'll come down when it's cold. We'll go to Miami.
No.
I mean, we can't all live in Montana.
Yes, that would be fantastic. You know what I'm saying?
I want to retire in Montana. Do you think they would let me live in Montana? That's a Hunt for Red October joke.
That's right. Oh, shit.
Yeah. I mean, listen. Okay, so where do you want to retire?
Preferably Montana, Idaho during the summer.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I'd have a house in Florida yet because maybe Texas?
Texas?
Yeah. There's some nice spots in Texas.
Well, yeah, but I mean
this town of El Paso.
You don't want to be by the beach. Well, you're not a beach guy.
Yeah. I am a beach guy when it's cool outside and there's a fucking breeze. Not when it's sweltering hot and the umbrella does nothing. Nothing.
Well,
I don't like sand in my ass crack, man.
Don't sit in the sand.
Where am I going to sit?
In the chair.
Right. Which it ends up getting sand in there because the wind's blowing.
What?
So you get sand everywhere.
What?
Yes.
What kind of chairs do you have?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean?
I don't bring folding metal chairs. I bring a fucking beach chair.
How does the sand get in your ass when you're sitting on it?
It's called the wind.
The wind. You have chairs that make a vortex under your.
And it brings the sand to you, and then you know how you're sweating, and you just touch your arm, and it's all gritty, like you're about to use sandpaper. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that feeling. I don't like sweating. I don't like sand. I like the waves. I don't like the water because I've seen Shark Week, and while people are just standing in the water, there's a fucking migration of sharks like 10 feet away. No, thank you.
You've seen a migration of sharks.
Watch Shark Week.
Listen, I watch Shark Week all the time when I was a kid.
They go, right off the coast, around
I know.
where we go, Daytona Beach, Orlando area.
I know.
I mean,
I tell you that beach that we didn't discover it; it's already there. But Anne Marie Beach is beautiful.
I bet.
I mean, turquoise water, sand, white.
Yeah,
and it's not.
If like I'm recording a Corona commercial, perfect, no problem. I just don't like the salt water, man. I don't like it. Now it's good for the skin. I get it,
but you don't like fresh water either.
I do, but it's got to be fresh water, not piss lake water. Fresh. So the lakes around here are yellow. I'm sorry, that's not fresh to me.
So you're talking clear.
I'm talking. You can look down to the bottom and you see the fucking minnows. So swimming around.
So you're talking about like a spring.
Right, or a river, or an actual lake. Where you get into the lake.
Like where is an actual lake.
Yeah, I mean, listen. I mean, they say that, but I've been in it, and it's.
They also say don't go in it when temperatures reach above a certain.
The amoebas, Jimmy, the amoebas.
Well, that's because for years there were nothing more orange grows around it, so all that fertilizer.
No, I get it. Yeah. It's just I'm not a big Florida lake fan. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Plus, creepy crawlies, gators. You know what I'm saying?
Creepy crawlers and gators. Okay.
The Rainbow River.
They're okay.
That I like. You can see through the bottom. You go, hey, Mr. Alligator, I see you. You see me.
Right.
We're good. You keep moving on.
You just have to mimic.
I'm sorry.
You just have to mimic a manatee. And be fine.
I see what you did there, and I like that joke because that's what I look like. Because
that's what I do.
Sitting on a donut, floating down the river. The only thing I need now is a little bit of mixer and an umbrella, and I'm fucking lunch.
Right.
Baby. I'm a liquid lunch.
Right.
No. Alligator, snapping turtle, gar. Go fuck yourself. How about that? No.
Wow. So you like swimming pools, is what you're saying?
I do. I like looking at the bottom and going. What's that? Do you smell the chlorine in the pool? You know what I'm
saying? You're sitting there with the aroma of chlorine in your face going, oh, this is great.
That's right.
This is great. This is so clean.
A couple pool noodles under your arms, just sitting there floating. You know what I'm saying? That's right. I'm a specific kind of man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Dainty would be the word for it.
Sure, dainty, dapper. Some would say
dapper.
I'm fancy man. I'm a fancy man. I deserve fancy things.
I'm a dapper man.
I'm a dapper damn man.
Anyway.
Yeah, I just don't like it.
Listen, I don't really like the ocean. Don't like going in it, whatever. But I like going to the beach.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, I'll go, like, I don't know, that Anne Marie place, the waves aren't bad, like, very seldom.
Yeah.
Rough. The water is very clear. It's very shallow for a long, long time. Like Anna, my daughter, she was out maybe 100 yards from the shore and could still stand up.
I don't like it.
So, what do you mean you don't like it?
I don't like it. Sharks, man.
Not sharks, dude. You could see them, 1,000 miles away if there were sharks. Plus, there's a net.
From a helicopter and a 4K IMAX camera,
they got a net
quite
set
clearly.
There's a net. There's a net. How about that? There's a net. I mean, if you go to White Trash Beach, there's a net over in Crystal River.
There's also fish with 17 eyes coming out of the nuclear power plant.
Right. I mean, hey, listen. Water's the great dissolver.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying. Listen, I'm not really picking on Florida. There's whatever's everywhere. I'm just saying. I'm used to fishing, in the dark, lying on my back, watching the stars. You know what I'm saying? And looking at the bottom and going, "Hey, little fishy, look at you." let me put the
Is that where the green grass grows?
I mean, we're doing so many references.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's right. I just like it. You could drink from the stream. You can, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, listen, I
It's
understand
fun
what you're
and
saying. I just, I don't understand what you're saying.
Oh, right.
Because I grew up in Florida. Like, listen, I was up there in the Canada, and
That's right.
behind where we stayed, there was a nice,
That's right.
crystal clear river, the Connecticut River, right? Mm-hmm. And it was shallow, and I could probably walk in there and fly fish and do all that. Yeah, yeah.
That's right. You know, river runs through it.
Mm-hmm. But we have rivers like that here.
I'm going to have to politely disagree.
Silver River?
Yeah.
I mean, definitely not like
You
the
guys have
Ocklawaha.
more
I get
springs,
it.
like freshwater springs. I get
Yeah.
that, but
You know what? We should go down to the hot mineral springs down south. That's what we should do. Yeah.
The Sarasota.
Yeah, Sarasota area ish, and go down there and soak our tootsies in the wintertime.
Put our ass to the sand.
Or we can go to Yellowstone and dip our toes in Old Faithful.
I mean, that might be a little hot. It's very exfoliating, I bet, but a little hot for the face.
Exfoliating.
So what else is going on in the system?
Well,
I mean, is it system of a down, system of an up?
there's always Down syndrome around here.
I hate that fucking
I mean,
word.
I hate it. Why? I don't get it.
Because I don't listen. It's good for some people. I understand.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I don't judge whatever. But I don't. What are you saying, sir? What are you saying?
Well, I mean, if you listen closely, you'd understand what he was saying.
Right.
It's the
I like to hear
toxicity.
my sound nice and clear, and my
No, it's the
singers nice and
toxicity.
clear.
Yeah.
No.
You're going to tell me you like things clear, but
Yeah.
we come from the era of Pearl Jam.
Listen, I never said the guy was a linguist, and
know
he
what I'm
was
saying?
sounded fantastic. Because listen, I can't find the buttermilk. Either.
I mean, is Jeremy poking, smoking? I mean, has he spoken?
all that.
Right.
I get it, but the beat was good.
Listen,
The
I'm no big
music
Pearl
was
Jam
good.
fan. I'm just saying,
I just no, get the fuck out of here with that. No, same with, and I know it's just not popular. Same with Slipknot. The dude that Corey,
let's call him Corey Feldman because that's
sure.
wrong.
I mean, why not? One of the Feld dogs.
Right.
The dude can sing when he's away from even from the Stone Sour crap. He actually has a good voice.
Right, but
Kind of
listen,
like Post Malone. He raps in auto tune, but he has a good voice. You ever hear him sing country? Very good.
I have
It's better than most, is what I'm saying.
only because he's post fucking Malone.
Right,
listen,
right.
If
But
listen,
could,
if Post
could Lil
Malone,
Wayne
time out,
sing fucking Johnny Cash song?
Yeah, man. Listen, no, he can't.
No.
But he's a rapper. He's not claiming to be Johnny Cash.
Right.
Here's my deal: if Post Malone wasn't Post Malone,
Sure.
a record company would not buy his country album.
Well, no, not with his literature on his face.
Right.
No. He wouldn't be as successful.
I don't care about the literature on his face. I'm talking about the quality of the art. He would not be picked up as a country artist.
No.
He's only doing that because he's doing the modern trend of artists these days where they become popular in one genre and then they go, wait a minute, I can also be a country singer.
Mm-hmm.
I can also be a yodelist. They do everything that they can because.
Listen, it worked for My Name is Kid Rock. You know what I'm saying?
I hate.
Why do you hate Kid Rock?
He's a fucking phony ass fake motherfucker.
Okay,
That's why.
settle down. All I'm going to say is, he found her picture today.
I'm going to sit down and cry today.
Ba with the ba?
No.
He's the bull god.
No. He is a dude from a trailer park in Detroit. And he's not even from a trailer. No, he's from a rich fucking.
He's from a pretty well-to-do family.
That's right.
Yeah.
So tell me, leave this long-haired country boy alone one more time.
He does look the part, though, including STIs. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I wouldn't have a problem. Like, dude, I wouldn't have a problem with the dude if he was just real, right? I would enjoy his music better. I would enjoy him better as whatever if he was just a real dude, but he's not.
No, well, he probably is off the mic, though. You think?
Oh yeah. I mean, when you hear what was that?
He's about as real as Joe Dirt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there was a black comedian, I can't remember his name, but he got invited to a party at Kid Rock's house.
Yeah.
And he said it was pretty much like a loony bin.
Oh, I'm sure it's crazy. I'm
You know what I
sure
mean?
it's buck-ass wild crazy.
Yeah. He said, first of all, badass house, whatever.
Yeah.
Right? Got a studio in the house, all that kind of stuff. And they were all kind of sitting around talking, drinking,
Smoking.
partaking, right? And
Trying
then
to free his mind.
right, and then it was like he said by the end of the night he's like he had to leave because it was pretty much like where the fuck am I? It's like Alice in Wonderland. Like where the fuck am I?
Is this thing ever gonna end? And where the fuck am I?
Right. Look, I respect the dude. He's a musical talent for sure, right? If he would just quit latching, like he was Kid Rock and he was Mr. Badass and whatever. First of all, you're not a badass, you're a twig. Second of all,
he's an American badass.
Then he caught on to the Trump thing.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden he's Mr. Patriot.
Dude, he's Mr. Trump rally guy.
Right, and Patriot.
Yeah.
Right. Like, listen, where the fuck were you when Obama was running? Where the fuck were you?
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, he's a Republican.
He just irks me. I'll just be plain out and say it. He just irks me.
I will agree with you. He's not the best thing to come out of Detroit.
No, the best thing to come out of Detroit was obviously the 1969 Camaro with a 396 4 on the floor.
I wasn't going for that, but that's a good one.
Or maybe the 1970 Barracuda convertible, yellow with white interior.
Sure. I was going for more along the lines of maybe Bob Seger,
Well, musically, yeah. I mean, if we're talking about things.
I understand it's the Detroit power plant. I get it,
Maybe a Series 60 Detroit.
Sure.
Backed up by...
I know a guy who loves those and knows how to find missing bolts out of you know what I'm saying? That's right.
Listen, that time we drove that subbitch truck in there.
And we both looked at each other and go,
it wouldn't regen.
There's missing bolts?
Right. A regen, for the people who don't know or aren't in trucking, in order to reduce emissions, they put what they call a DPF filter in the trucks. It uses a DEF fluid, DEF.
Smells like sulfur.
Right. Smells like sulfur. And it mixes with the particulates in the filter, and then it gets burned off.
Right. It creates a clean
emissions vehicle.
Yeah.
Right. So we stopped in one time because it wouldn't regen. When it burns all that stuff off, it's called a regen. And so we pulled into the Savannah Freightliner to figure out why it wouldn't. And the guy hooks the computer up to it, and he's doing the regen manually so he can get on down the road. And he comes up and he says, by the way, this truck just came out of the shop. Like, this is the first trip of the truck since it came out of the shop in Orlando. And he said, hey, whoever put your motor back together, tell them you want all the bolts back in your exhaust manifold. We said, what? And so he pointed out to us, it's missing like 5 bolts.
Yeah.
The exhaust manifold. I mean, good thing it's not.
It might have been quitting time. The guy's like, hey.
Listen, that's what I chalked it up to. I chalked it up to it's quitting. It's Friday.
Right.
And boss is probably calling going, where the F is my truck? And they said, fuck, all right, take it.
Plus, he had put his scheduled time in for the rub and tug, and he couldn't miss that date because it would have been postponed for another month. So he had to go. I gotta go. I gotta
for the rub and tug.
Yeah,
down on
we've
Orange
had
Avenue.
several times we're on the road and just shit happens. You know, some people called Primo.
Right,
literally.
That was his name. Primo was his name.
Said it on his shirt. Said
Primo.
Primo. Primo. Primo. The dude was Latino. Latinx. Sorry.
Yep. Latinx. What is that?
They call. That's the X generation of the Latinos. They're not called Latinos anymore. They're called Latina.
No,
exactly.
he was
Generation X, Latinx. He was more of the our generation.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Mid-30s.
hey. So
we break down.
We call a company that does our breakdowns called FleetNet.
That's right.
And they assign somebody to come out. Right.
They usually generally look in the area you're at to find a close enough mechanic. But yeah.
Listen. So I blew a tire on the dolly.
You did.
and it took out all the airlines as well.
Illegally, by the way.
Yeah. Well, no, I had my
you
restricted,
but
I wasn't supposed to be in that particular vehicle at that particular time. So that is that part of the story.
Allegedly, of course.
Then I blow all the airlines. I blow a tire.
That's right.
So Primo comes out.
From where, by the way? Remember, we were in South North Carolina.
Yep.
Not South Carolina. The southern portion of North Carolina. And Primo came from Rocky Mount,
North Carolina. That's
which
right.
is all the way 200 miles north.
So he shows up, and now talking to the fella, I could smell a little aroma of the White Latin, maybe. And so
Cervezas?
Highway Patrolman comes, sees this broke down, sees Primo's truck out there with no flashers on, no nothing. So he decides to stop.
Bare bones operation.
And throw his lights on to give us some protection.
Yeah. Helping us out, being a good
He comes walking up, and Primo looks at you.
That's right.
And says, "You go talk to him."
Yeah.
I cannot talk to him.
Could you please go talk to him? Because I cannot.
Because, well, okay, so I won't spoil the story. So, anyway, the cop goes, we're going to get this going. And you're like, yeah, we got this. So he sits there, and he has to replace the airlines in order for the truck to even move.
That's correct.
So he jimmies, let's just say.
Not you, Jimmy.
The airlines so that we can get off the side of the road to the exit.
Right.
We get off to the exit into a wide open parking lot.
Wide open
spaces. Now the highway patrolman's gone. Now that we're off the road, right?
Yeah.
He comes up to us and informs us that this was his night off.
Yeah.
So he was enjoying some cervezas. And
he had just came from a
party.
Yeah.
And his boss called because he was being lazy and said, "Can you cover this call? Because I don't want to."
Yeah.
Right, pretty much. But once we got off the interstate, Primo, if you do remember, had all 4 of those dolly tires changed.
That was
20 minutes.
45 minutes later, which, according to the blood alcohol level meter, it was better.
Right.
So he was more awake, maybe, and he was less...
He was the absolute fastest tire changer I've ever seen.
Vamonos is what he did.
Yeah.
Before, though, when we were on the side of the road...
So let's recap. Catch the viewers up. Driver driving who wasn't supposed to be driving.
That's right.
Roadside service guy who wasn't supposed to be roadside servicing. So the only person that was legal as a beagle is you.
That's right.
So there's that.
Yeah.
So this is where we are.
That's
in
right.
I think it was a Golden Corral parking lot.
It was.
In the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to go talk to him. Man.
I cannot talk to him.
I cannot talk to him. I'm making him sound like Antonio Banderas. You have to use nasal.
My nasal next.
And you could smell it.
Yeah.
I mean, he was on the back of his mechanic's truck.
Thick. You know what I'm saying?
But listen, he got us out of there.
Yeah.
For another adventure on the same road.
Tune in next time. Yeah.
Where we're driving down the road. And all of a sudden,
was this the next morning? This was the next morning.
No? It was the next weekend.
Was it the next? No.
Yeah, because you came with me a couple of weekends in a row. Didn't you?
I promise you it was the same weekend. I promise you. Because we left there.
This is after you were certified. And we were both...
I was not certified.
No, you weren't.
No. This was the same
Allegedly.
day, bud. Because we left there and drove to and stopped.
No.
I swear.
We had just left the Waffle House at the TI. We had just began our journey for that morning.
We didn't stop at the TI. We stopped at
No, we stopped at the Waffle House.
No. When we had that morning, we woke up from the Resteria because we had no coffee yet.
All I remember is going to the Waffle House.
I don't remember going to the Waffle House, to be honest with you.
And we left the TA. got on the road, and no longer than 5 minutes. It was early morning, is what I'm saying. Very, very early morning. It became hot after the incident. I'm telling you, I remember it
vividly. I don't.
Do you remember what happened?
I do.
Tell the folks.
Well, we're riding down the road. I'm in the passenger seat.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. And you're driving.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm saying it's the next morning, because we learned our lesson. But you were driving. I was in the passenger seat. And we had just woken. Like,
that's right.
No coffee in us, no nothing. Like, we're still, if you're watching the camera.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember seeing this blip go across the road. Not really registering what it was.
Right.
And then as we come up on it.
Some would call it an anomaly.
Right. We see what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So we pull over. What had happened was 2 ladies were heading northbound.
That's right.
On the interstate. Now, the interstate is separated in the median by trees. Like where they came through and crossed the highway was one of those FHP turnarounds.
Yeah.
Right? But these ladies were heading northbound on 95, heading back to Jersey?
New York.
Yeah, that's right, because I can remember the accent. And lady fell asleep. They had just left the Waffle House. Is what she said.
That could be.
So they're heading northbound. She falls asleep, runs off the road, goes across the median, comes across our side of the interstate on the roof.
That's right.
And then on the side, and then on the wheels, and then on the roof, and then on the side, and then on the wheels, and on the roof, and the side, and the wheels.
Yeah.
And then lands on the side.
On the side, on the driver's side. Facing
northbound on the southbound side.
On the southbound side.
Yeah.
That's right.
So
we noticed there was a bunch of headlights going round and round. Right. And we're like, there's no dance club around here. Right. So there's no none of that. Just a set of headlights going up, down, around, and into the
It was almost imagining if we saw like a UFO.
Yes.
Like, what the fuck is that?
We were in some
Did you see that? What the fuck was that?
We're about to be abducted.
That's right.
So we pulled over in a hurry.
Mm-hmm.
We did run. So if there's any camera footage of me running, that would be one.
That's right. I was thinner at the time, so I would have ran.
That's right.
Yeah.
We both, maybe jogged briskly.
Right.
2 said Chevy.
It was a Chevy Trailblazer.
That's right.
That's right.
Blue in color. 2 ladies.
See, I remember it as tan. So, anyway,
blue.
Doesn't matter.
It was dark.
Doesn't matter.
We arrived on the scene. One of
First
the ladies
responders
was crawling out of the top.
Trying to.
So
because it had a moon roof.
Right. Was the other lady still in the vehicle?
The other lady was still in the vehicle in the seatbelt. Listen, not a fucking scratch.
No, on either one of them.
Right. And they were voluptuous ladies.
That's right. I think there's at least 2 windows were busted.
Yep.
The driver's side was completely fucked up.
Crushed. The top was a little crushed. Right. And the passenger side was crushed.
Yeah. Engine was off. Lights were still on.
That's right.
Because it cut itself off. And then we said...
hey, listen.
Yeah. Listen.
Right.
Do you know that when you crash like that, your engine cuts off?
That's right. So we helped the ladies out of the moonroof.
Right.
And the passenger side door, if I remember correctly. And by this time, a gentleman pulled over in his Jeep and was also helping us. So it was 3 of us.
That's right.
And so the ladies get out and they're stepping aside. We're asking if they're okay, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And the Jeep goes, well, let's flip her over.
But what did the lady ask us to do? And said what exactly? My husband will be mad if I have to call a
tow truck.
That's right. So could we please try to assist?
Right.
And we both looked at each other and went,
okay.
All right. I mean, we could try.
Yeah.
So
we put our hands on the roof. And we pushed.
That's right.
And that motherfucker flipped on its wheels.
Yeah. All 3 of us pushed, and it flipped back on its wheels. Did a little shooker,
right.
you know?
And man in said Jeep.
Did you get into the vehicle?
No. Man in the Jeep got in the vehicle.
That's right.
Because I think I was still asking the ladies if they were okay and this and that. Right. And then he started up the car.
And it fired right up.
Right
the fuck up.
He pulled it right up to the edge of the highway.
Pointed it in the correct direction.
Pointed it in the correct direction for that side of the highway.
Right.
Put on the 4-ways and said, okay.
Yep.
And we said, do you want to call a record? Do you want to go to the... No. My husband said, just drive it home. Listen, people.
We're
Listen. This car looked like it was a fucking demolition derby.
and how many more miles to go before?
All I could picture was maybe another 100 miles up the road. They get a whoop, whoop, whoop. Excuse me, lady.
Yeah.
Who gave you permission to drive this piece of shit on my highway? Right? I mean, it was...
My cousin's coming over here with a tow truck.
Yeah. You know, I mean, it would have been an awful... I mean, listen, and all I kept thinking after we left, I mean, things are going through my head. I'm going, there were drugs in that car.
There was something in that car because they did not want to stick around, take pictures.
They didn't want to stick around. They didn't want the cops call. They didn't want none of that. None of that.
They lickety split out of there. Yep. And I was surprised. No, the tires were fine.
That's right.
The wheels weren't going a shook.
Nope.
The wipers may have worked. I don't know. It wasn't raining. I didn't test them out. But the lights were busted. The only thing is it looked like it looked smashed on both sides. And that's it.
That's it.
And it still had, it
like
still
they'd
rolled.
they'd been sandwiched by a semi or something.
That's right.
Yeah.
That was a fun thing. It lasted for what, maybe 30 minutes? And
30 minutes, and then we were gone. Yep.
Back in the truck, looking at each other, go, did that just happen?
Yeah, rubbing our eyes, going, well, we don't need coffee anymore.
No, we're good. We're refreshed.
I mean, we're E-men, we're first responders, we're good.
That's right. We did our...
Because I remember telling them, ladies, don't move. You just flipped. Like, stay still, don't move.
Right.
No, we're getting out of here.
Yeah.
And well, I just made them Southern, but they weren't Southern. They were Jersey girls.
I think maybe they would have had a little bit to drink, and they were kind of loosey-goosey.
I don't think that's what they were having.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Bugger sugar.
A little bit.
Nice.
That's what I think. And I think that's what was in the car. I think they had either drug paraphernalia or drugs or whatever they were transporting.
This is also the same weekend that...
because who would pull over
our previous what-have-yous left out on the bill?
Oh, yeah, that's right. That was the same weekend. Yeah, that our previous...
Our service sucks.
Quavs.
We just left.
Walked out on a check at a restaurant.
A very well-known restaurant that we have been to in our general area.
And I have friends that worked at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the same weekend. We both looked at each other and went, what?
Yeah. Because we got the call. You got the call on your phone.
That's right.
Remember the phone you had? The flip open, texty
that was
text
the Nokia.
Yeah, something like that. Anyway, and we both got the phone call, and I'm on my hello, and you hello, and they're hee hee hee. I can hear her laughing, and you can hear
in stereo. That's right.
Your cousin laughing. Back when we skipped out of the check, and we just both put the phones both down and just looked at each other like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
$45 check. You're going to go to jail over 40. Well, they wouldn't come back to the table. We waited for 35 fucking minutes for them to come back. That's no excuse. Leave fucking cash on the table if you're going to walk out and walk out.
Walk out.
Well,
if you don't want to leave a tip, fine. That's kind of shitty. But at least pay for said bill because now that waiter has to pay for that bill.
That's right. And if they figure out that you're my wife.
Right.
Got a lot of friends that work there, so they're going to know.
You grew up in the same town.
I did. Yeah.
So, they're going to know. They're not going to know. They're going to know. Right. Yes. Memories.
That's right.
So many memories. So many stories that some allegedly, some we can't say, some we can't talk about. But
I mean, we can from now on.
Well,
I mean, why not?
We're going to have to change the names and the places. You know what I'm saying?
What? Shall remain nameless.
I hope you like guys like these stories because we never really said these publicly.
No. Mm-mm.
There's many more, though. I mean, there's so many.
Jack Handy.
Some say we've been through the shit.
We've been through some shit.
You can't be in the shit unless you go through the shit.
Mm-hmm. Remember the time we robbed that bank?
I mean,
just
maybe
kidding.
Press unrecord.
Do you think I'd be wearing this shirt if we robbed a bank?
That's right.
Credit to the News Junkie, by the way.
That's right.
News Junkie t-shirt.
Wild down there.
It's wild down there.
That's right.
That's right. It's 10, but I keep it clean.
Brought to you by Manscaped 4.0.
That's right. Maybe. Someday.
Rage! I love that when he does that.
Yeah.
You see this new video?
No.
Oh, boy. Yeah, it's really good.
What is?
Angry Cops.
Uh-huh. Oh, where he's talking about the fuck. Yeah.
He's talking about where are they now
Yeah.
on some of these people.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Oh, did you see the one where he was telling a bitch off?
Yes.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I saw that one.
Get the fuck out of
Angry
here.
Cops on YouTube.
Yeah.
Look it up. Look it up. Very, very good. AC for short.
I've been watching a lot of gun videos lately.
That's terrible.
Dude, we went to Sportsman's Warehouse.
Ooh.
Yesterday.
Where the fuck is that at?
Villages.
Sportsman Warehouse.
Yeah, we went
like a Dick's Sporting Goods?
Without the dicks. Yeah. I tend to like to go to dick-free zones. Anyway, so
Yeah.
we were getting our nails did, right?
Sure.
And so
Did you get it petted?
No.
Damn it.
No. And so then we went to, she wanted to look for shoes, whatever.
Sure.
So we get in, and I'm kind of familiar with the area, but I'm kind of not. So we come into this, and she goes, "Look, there's a Sportsman's Outdoors. Well, we're going there."
That's right.
Right. And I walked around most of the store and going, "Oh, look, fishing poles and tackle and blah blah blah." And look at the price of kayaks went up $400.
Kayaks.
That's right, $400.
Holy shit.
Yeah, so now they're $1,400.
Excuse me
That's
for
right.
a piece of fiberglass?
Well, for a piece of plastique that you have to move yourself.
Does this come with the trolley motor?
No. So that was a joke I
like
made,
the
though.
trolley motor. No.
That was a
it's not
joke they made, though,
trolley
because there was a 2-person dinghy there that's inflatable. And I said, look, we'll just get that, and then I'll put a trolley motor on it. Just, Anyway, so we're walking around, then we get to the gun.
guy.
Then we get to the gun counter.
Oh, no.
I'm just looking. I'm just looking, honey. Yeah. She says you're never just looking. And
you're never just looking.
I'm just looking. Yeah, I'm just looking. And she points to what is probably the most unreliable, unshootable gun
Sure.
in the entire cabinet and goes, "Look, that looks affordable." I was like, "Yeah, but it's the most unreliable, unshootable gun in this cabinet."
I mean, do you want to say the brand? Or
No.
You'd rather not?
No, I'd rather not. But it's a step above a high point,
Okay.
and a high point's more reliable. I mean, ugly as sin, but it's more reliable. Anyway, so I'm looking, and then she's like, "Baby." I'm like, "What?" She goes, "You're sweating." It's like, "Well, it's hot in here." She goes, "It's not." She goes, "It's because you're excited about what you're looking at." I said, "Yeah."
That's right.
So then I brought her to the ammo aisles.
Sure.
And they're full. All right, no shortage of ammo here.
Right.
And prices are coming down or whatnot. Morning, Caitlin. And so I'm showing her the different bullets. Like this is my this is what my 223 5.56 shoots. This is a 223. This is a 5.56. This is my 6.5 Creedmoor. This is what it shoots. She's like, "Wow, those are fucking huge bullets." Not really. And so then I showed her this 7mm mag, and it's like that big.
Please tell me you did the private pile scene.
No.
This is
that was a 7.62.
7.62 full metal jacket.
Yeah, just means it's a solid bullet.
I mean,
But anyway, and then the aisle behind me.
Joker. My name's not Joker.
Out behind me, she's like, "Look, the ammunition here is so much cheaper because it was like 1,000 rounds for $200 or something."
Made in Taiwan.
No, it's the reload aisle, so it's just the bullets. Like there's no casings, no prep.
No powder.
So then I had to explain. She goes, "What is reloading?" I said, "So this is what it is." I said, "You get a casing. See the casing." I said, "Look at the bottom. There's no primer. You got to put the primer in it. So it means you got to buy primers to put it in the casing. And then you put it in machine. You dump in." Your powder in measured specific amounts. I mean, to the grain.
That's right.
Right, of a powder. And then you put your bullet in, and then you put it in the machine, squish it down, it crimps it, and then you have your reloaded bullet. Who the fuck would do all that?
She has a point.
Yeah. Listen, it's an art, and people enjoy it, but people enjoy it. Like Jerry Miculek loads pretty much everything he shoots because he experiments with different loads. And
Listen, it looks fun in the movies. When you're a sniper and all that kind of stuff, and he's got the whole machine there, click, and then he's, click, and then it looks fun and exciting. It's just not for me.
All of their ammunition, allegedly, from the information I've seen, all of military snipers' bullets are hand loaded
Yeah, I noticed that.
by the armory. Yeah. So that way they're precise, and because when it comes down to ballistics, man, it's a lot of calculations and windage and mills and this. So you have to know the trajectory of the bullet, the drop of the bullet, the weight of the bullet, the spin of the bullet. You have to know all that.
Right. And also, you have to know not to use too much starch in your ghillie suit because it will itch. And
there's no starch in your ghillie suit. There's no starch.
You can't be itching.
You make your own ghillie suit.
I know.
A little boll weevil here, a little sawgrass there.
Cotton poly blend.
Hey, if you were a sniper in the shores, it'd be real easy. I mean, you just go out there and get all that long ass fucking grass.
Yeah.
And stick it in there.
Along with the gopher turtles and snakes.
Well, and then you stand up and immediately cut the shit out of your balls because that shit's sharp.
It sure is.
It's called sawgrass for a reason.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all.
That shit used to grow in my yard.
Yeah.
When I lived there, couldn't stand it.
No, I don't like it
because even when you cut it short, it looks different.
It does.
It looks like a patch of.
And you can't walk barefoot on it.
Ow, no. Ow, yeah.
That kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome to Florida.
That's right.
I want to go somewhere where there's no fucking bull ants.
I had a neighbor.
Or no fire ants or none of that. How about we go there?
That's Alaska.
Sure.
I mean, at least 6 months of the year.
Sure. I'm down for that.
Maybe British Columbia.
Eh?
Saskatchewan?
Saskatchewan, eh?
Yeah, that's the northern one, right? Saskatchewan?
Listen.
I'm not an expert. I just live there.
Canada.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, pretty much. British Columbia.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's 5 provinces?
Saskatchewan.
Oh, Saskatchewan. Gotcha. So what? Yeah, but isn't there a northern province that goes up
Yukon Territory.
Yukon Territory. That's what it's called? Okay.
It's pretty much
what's above. What's above Quebec? Tick-tock duck. Tick-tock duck. Tick-tock duck.
Now you're testing me. You're testing me.
I'll Google it.
Sure, Google it.
Okay.
To the east of there is Prince Edward's Island.
Right.
P-I-E.
Prince Edward's.
That's right.
Island.
B-E-I. Sorry. B-E-I. Which is the Newfoundland section of Canada.
Newfoundland.
Newfoundland. I think it's considered northern Canada. There's no province.
Why can't I just have a picture of Canada?
Listen,
Why does it all have to be for sale on Amazon?
My man.
Shoot. Okay,
It's
so
Quebec, then Ontario,
Montreal,
which is the
Ottawa, Quebec,
right,
Newfoundland, and
Labrador.
Yeah, Labrador.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what the north is.
Yeah, it's really not It's not much up there, is what I'm saying.
Right.
It's pretty much the wilderness.
Okay, that took a second. What's the NU? That's all it says. NU and North Territory. And what is NU, though? See what I'm saying?
I mean,
microphone.
You have microphones. Am I right? Now you get to see this live in person.
What is that?
NU. What the? Northern Upper Territory. None of it. I mean, none of your business.
None of your motherfucking business. What's up here?
That's Indian. Forget the fuck out.
None of your motherfucking business. That's the joke I was going for. Through all this microphone destruction and shit.
Listen, it happens.
It doesn't.
That's right. We all, bump mics every once in a while. David Tell did it.
Yeah, that's a good show, actually, bumping mics with Dave. It's David Tell and
the Roastmaster General.
Jeff
Ross.
Jeffrey Ross.
Yeah,
that's right. Did you watch the Red Rocks?
No, I haven't gotten a chance.
Dude, what are you doing with your life that you're so busy?
I was watching the show 6.
What?
On the History Channel.
The show 6?
SEAL Team 6.
Oh.
Really good show.
Is it? Oh, wait. Is it?
It's thoroughly accurate.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll have to watch it tonight.
To the point where they must have done a shit ton of training.
A shit ton of
training. They got everything down to.
Listen, they do a shit ton of training.
Yeah. There's no campy, Roger got you 10-4 none of that. It's I don't know. You got to watch it.
I don't get what you're saying.
Well, some of these shows, you're looking at their gear and you're like, they probably don't. They don't run like that. They don't. A lot of them, you know how they tell you don't put your finger on the trigger?
Right.
A lot of the shows, the finger's on the fucking trigger. as they're running this, where it's not up here on the side of the gun.
Yeah.
You see a lot of those as mistakes. I was watching going, there's not a lot of mistakes. It looks like genuine. It's set up just like SEAL Team 6.
The thing about the stuff I do, and I watch a lot of different, like a lot of old Navy SEALs.
Yeah.
Not old, I say old, but they're not old. They're
not
just
the movie with Charlie Sheen.
They're not. They're just not active anymore.
Right.
But a lot of times they get out and then they become contractors for the CIA because it's
better money.
Right. And not that they get out to do that. It's just they're done being a SEAL and then they go, what do I do in my life? Well, I only know this.
Right.
And the same with Green Berets and the same with Rangers and the same with that. The funny thing that I watch is like I was watching several different because now they do training, right? And so I'm watching several different videos, and it's funny to watch the difference from a Green Beret, and how he trains to do like what they call CQB, which is like clearing a house, right? Watching how a Ranger does it, or a Beret, even the Ranger and the Green Berets do it different than each other. Small little nuances, like or Navy SEALs, like Navy SEALs were taught to muzzles low, not muzzles high, right? But then when you have them all together on one show and they're discussing their own subtle nuances to figure out what's better and how to train the people that they're training, you figure out that the differences in training are for stupid things like Navy SEALs were taught to down low and not high because their instructors were on catwalks above what they were doing, so they could look down and watch.
Right.
Whereas Green Berets and Rangers, it's all cameras inside, so they don't have to really watch muzzles high or muzzles low or anything like that because there's nobody above them, right? But the SEALs, their guys are above them, so if they're muzzle high and they end up squeezing the trigger for some stupid fucking reason, which they probably wouldn't do, they shoot their instructor off the catwalk, right? So they can't. So, but I like watching the subtle differences, and that lets you know. They always say who's better. It's not really who's better. It's mission specific. Right. And so you send the right team with the right skills for that operation. So, listen,
it's fun and exciting.
Hats off if I had one to our men and women in the armed forces, man. That you guys, listen, a regular infantryman goes through some training, right, and all that stuff. But those special ops guys.
Well, to get to that point, you have to be somewhat unbalanced.
Oh yeah,
because you have to compartmentalize a ton of shit.
Well, and they'll tell you that
all you do is kill.
Yeah. Well, no, but they'll tell you it takes a special kind of person to do what
all
they
do is kill.
Right.
The
underlying factor in what makes a spec ops guy valuable or able to be a spec ops guy is the will to fight when others won't.
True.
And to do things that others won't, even when it doesn't seem possible, it doesn't seem beneficial, it doesn't seem like they can do it, right? Physically or mentally. I'm shot 4 times in my legs. I don't know, but I'm going to keep fighting until... I'm going to keep squeezing this trigger until I can't anymore. Like, literally can't. Yeah. Whereas most guys who can't make those teams are not that.
Right.
It's ouch.
It doesn't mean they're not able to do it.
No. That's not what I'm saying.
They're not trained
That's not
in
what I'm
the
saying.
way... No, I know what you mean, but they're not trained in the way that these people are to absorb the pain and go through it, because the pain that they have to go through, just regular training, just like buds, it's unfucking real.
Well, and when you listen to a lot of SEALs and a lot of Green Berets and a lot of Rangers talk, it's not really that they're taught to go through that. It's they hit a wall personally that they have to walk through or crawl over and go, okay, I'm able to do this. Yeah. Like David Goggins says, stay hard. You got to have that all the time, no matter what it is.
I mean, I'd last...
you know what I would like?
3.5 minutes? Maybe 4.
I might make it through the first get wet and sandy. And
right. Listen, my man.
And then listen.
Chafy chafes.
I got the shin splints. I got
any Gold Bond medicated powder?
Right.
No? Then let me get the bat because I'm going to go ring the bell.
I mean, dude, listen. You know, listen. I was a runner when I was a kid, not like distance, but like 100-yard dash, 50-yard dash, that kind of thing. At one time,
right,
I was the fastest kid in my age bracket in the 13-year-old league.
So
I think
you were
it was
pretty much hotter than the $2 pistol.
That's
you were
right.
The fastest thing around.
That's right. But now not so much, right?
No.
And when you hear them talk, like Marcus Luttrell will tell you, like he'll talk extensively on his podcast about the buds training. And, okay, so they're sitting there getting wet and sandy and in and out of the surf and holding logs and doing sit-ups and push-ups and and then it's, oh, by the way, it's time to eat lunch. Run 6 miles to Chow Hall.
Yeah.
And then they run 6 miles to Chow Hall and then they eat. And then immediately run 6 miles back and then get wet and sandy and do push-ups. Dude, I'd puke. First of all, I wouldn't make the run. That wouldn't happen. I'd be late everywhere. But... You know what I'm saying? Just amazing men doing amazing things.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
We complained about sweating outside our houses. I mean, some of us are placing belts on mowers, and some of us are just going outside.
Listen, I got battle scars, man.
Damn it.
I got battle scars.
No, I get it. But could you imagine?
Yeah.
No.
No, that Navy SEAL would be out there replacing his lawnmower belt like I was doing while shooting off 75 million Pakistanis with his left hand.
Right, that's right.
And then, eating a protein bar with his foot. I get it.
With a rucksack on his back.
That's right. Can somebody get me some water?
Also, are you hurt or are you injured?
That's right.
That's the line. That's right. Pain lets you know that
you know what I would thoroughly enjoy, though, is if somebody came out with a physical...
No.
Training.
No.
Yeah. A physical training to get you in shape that is that.
No.
Yeah. No, I mean,
I can't even do P90X.
I mean, could you imagine?
So
could you imagine being next to Piss Lake holding a log? Yes, I'm telling you, I would love it.
I'd be like, listen, the fries are pretty good here, and the burgers aren't bad. I mean, I'll be back. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, speaking of burgers, we've been doing this for an hour and 8 minutes now.
Oh, my God. We're 8 minutes over.
That's right.
Folks, that's bonus content.
That's right. Well, that's if we get this video to work.
That would be nice. Hopefully, you'll see the visual effects along with the audio
I'm going to talk to
effects.
somebody. I'm going to get us in like a SEAL training weight loss program.
Listen, my man.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Okay, listen. Let's
use some of my language. I bid you adieu.
Adieu. Is that a sauce?
Farewell.
Listen.
No.
Let's talk.
I mean,
seriously.
Let's talk.
Let's talk. We got some time. Let's talk. This is the first video.
No.
So let's talk.
All right.
So we're fans of the Rogan, doing the Sober October and whatnot. Shall we do one this year?
No.
Me and you? No.
I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to say sure. I don't want to lie to my friend, so I'm going to say it's probably not going to happen. Listen, man. I'm 45 years old. You know what I'm saying?
I'm 30.
I know. I know. I'm real. First things first, I'm a realist. You know what I'm saying? I told you that many times. So, realistically, do I think I'm going to do this? No. Conceptually, love to do it. I would love to do it and have the willpower to do all that. But
I feel like you would be the Bert Kreischer. I feel like you would sit around for 14 days and do nothing and then all of a sudden turn on the juice. That's what I think.
No.
Of course, it'd be towards the end of October where it's cooler. Right. So that's why you would turn on the juice. Right.
I'm not going to drink my face off.
How about on
and
November
then do a marathon?
Then? How about in November then?
It's not really the weather I'm worried about. It's the Manuel labor. You know what I'm saying?
It's not Manuel when you're having fun.
Okay. All right. You know? Your idea of fun and my idea of fun. There's a separation gap there. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I'll get you a little fake M16 and we can do this.
A little fake M16.
Well, yeah, because I don't want to have to clean it all the time. I'm not using my high-priced shit to do that.
I want a 6-shooter Nerf gun. That's what I want.
Okay, deal. That's right.
Ow.
Deal. And we'll dude, we're gonna find somebody. We'll do it. They'll train our asses. Be more shape.
Is he going to be missing 2 hands? And hands?
No, man. No, man. If we do it, let's say 6 months. We'll do it 6 months, and then we'll come on here and we can show everybody how improved our dick root is. That's a Joe Rogan callback right there.
It sure is.
Look at that guy's dick root.
Always remember, though, PSA.
Yeah.
Measure from the bottom.
Yeah. No. That's what I'm talking about. Dick root. It's when you're...
I know.
Okay.
The V.
It's the abs.
They call it the V.
It's the abs
V.
And the pants ride low and
That's
the abs.
right.
Yeah.
I think I had a dick root, what was it, 77, 78, 79, probably around the mid-80s when I was 7. After that, it all went downhill from there, Jimmy.
You had a dick root in the 80s, you say?
Man, I had a V. Now it looks more like a really fucked up W with a D on top. Get it? Boots.
I mean, I'm hearing all this differently than you, obviously.
I don't know why a V, like the dick root, right? And
so explain it again.
What I'm saying is I was fat as a child, so there was none of that. There was a B, a lowercase b, an uppercase b.
I had a dick root in the 80s.
Maybe a D, a couple of W's. That's right. No, what I'm saying is if there's push-ups, sit-ups, burpees, slurpees I might go for that, or any other E's in there, I'm not doing it. I got a bad hip, man. In my mind. I got a bad hip.
On that note, ladies and gentlemen, we're out of here. We got a bad hip. The fuck out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, you have a good Monday.
Yeah, we'll see you next week.
Hopefully this video comes up.
It would be nice to see our bugs.
Yep.
Get nice bugs.
See ya!